Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of T-Dog RC. I'm Tim and in this video we're going to be having a look at this battered old thing, which is my Z84 Z84 I think it is. And I never basically got this flying properly, so it flew quite nicely initially, but then what happened was when I opened the throttle every single time the motor mount just destroyed itself, and the last time I flew it the motor was hanging off and nope, didn't like it. And I just could never get it flying on full throttle, and it was really annoying. Chewed bits out of the fin here, obviously ripped the motor mount out and all that sort of stuff. So I decided to sort of give up on it, and as I'm more into bolts of these days, I've ordered myself a nice little kit, which is an E-Wings Dammit flying wing. I'll just stick a picture on the screen now of what that looks like. And I've decided to take the components out of this one, which is speed controller motor, servos, build this and stick it in here and see how this goes with this motor, etc. So it should be a good fun little project. Shouldn't take too long to build. It's fairly simple to build, and in this particular video we'll have a look at the components we've got on this. We'll get this unboxed and have a look what we've got, and then there'll be a few videos coming up of the build series of the actual E-Wings Dammit. Just want to say before we get stuck into it that if this is the first time you found my channel and you're into fixed wing RC, particularly Boltzer, I'm nearly up to 1,000 subscribers and I'd love to have you on board as a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, you just literally click it and that'll subscribe you to my channel, and you could really help me out. Thanks as usual to everyone who has subscribed, and without further ado, let's get this on the bench and get stuck in. Okay, got it on the other bench with the overhead cam just for this. So first things first, the props that I've got for this are 60/30 props, obviously a pusher prop. The motor is a 2212 and it's 2450 kV, running it on 3S. I was using some little 1300 3S packs which were just the right size. And then what we've got inside, so this is stuff that came with it. It's got a 40 amp decent sized ESC, just an old FreeSky trans receiver there. And then the servos are the only things I'm not sure. I mean, they were fine, they're pretty much brand new, but they're just the cheapest chips, sort of Tower Pro plastic geared jobbies, but I think they'll be okay. So that's what we've got to work with here. This is all working as well, there's nothing wrong with it other than just the actual model's knackered. Okay, so let's do the unboxing of the Dammit. Here we go. How's that? There's not much to it. That is it basically. So let's get this pack open, see what we've got. Let's have a quick sniff of this bag first. Just love the smell of balsa wood and a bit of ply as well. Okay, one thing I haven't done just yet is I haven't downloaded, there's no plan with it, but there is one that you can download, and I think it fits on a couple of sheets of A4 and you just take them together to give you the plan. So I need to get those printed out. But we've got a little accessory pack with a motor mount by the looks of things there. I'm assuming that's to double the motor mount up, and some clevises and some screws and some magnets. So I guess that's for the little hatch. Couple of dowels. Now pretty sure these are for the leading edge of the wing, so it's real simple construction, and these actually make up the leading edge. There is a really good video series by Nick Chitty. I've watched it a couple of times actually, and I'll re-watch it again before I get stuck into this. But he goes through step by step on how to put this together. And then obviously you've got these really nice laser cut parts. I know for a fact that these parts here make up, that's like the main wing spar there, and you can see it's got these slots in. So we glue that together. Pretty sure that's the first job you have to do. Glue that together, and then you slot your ribs in to form the basis of the model, basically, as it's a flying wing. It looks like we've got a tail skid there, little servo tray there by the looks of it. And then look at these, really nicely laser cut ribs. Look at that, very nice indeed. I'm guessing that's, I think that's the end of the wing actually, that goes on the end like that. And then we've got these tabs on here that help you keep it all flat when it focuses, and then you cut these off once you've got the wing laid out. So we've got a couple of sheets of those, so I'm assuming that that is the entire wing more or less there in those two sheets. And I think these two bigger sort of ribs form the sides of the fuselage. So there, what are they actually? Is that, yeah, I think it's light ply. Yeah, must be. So that's nice. Then we're on to a bit of balsa. Obviously going to have to check out what all this lot is. So I don't know what those things are. Probably just some covering pieces for the fuselage and bits and bobs like that. Gosh, this is so thin and laser cutting so good there. This is literally just falling to pieces. More servo covers there. Oh, that's probably going to be, no, I don't know what that is. We'll find out anyway, won't we? These are probably like capping, I don't know, root strips or something. These are probably the capping strips maybe for the wings. Not sure. Something to do with the fuselage perhaps. And then this is a big thick piece here. Probably 1/4 inch balsa. Again, not quite sure what they are, but possibly fuselage sides or something like that. And then we've got, that'll be the top hatch there with a little duct in it. Control horns, so the control horns are made out of ply, which is quite nice. Again, just nice and simple. And then not quite sure what these bits are here, but we'll soon find out. And that is it. And this is what I love sometimes about a little kit like this. Couple of bits of balsa, and you know, this is going to build up into a really nice flying wing. Okay, and in terms of the specs, just to give you an idea, so it's going to be 700 mils wingspan, and it's 24.5 mils the chord, so probably not far off the Z84. In fact, let's have a look. Let's just see what this is going to be. I presume it's going to be 840 given the name. Yeah. So that's 84. So yeah, it's about 14 centimeters smaller than this. So it's probably going to be about that wide, like that, to these, sort of the inner of these green bits. So it should be pretty fast, that's for sure, with the spec that I'm thinking of setting it up with. And yeah, nice little project. As I say, it should come together pretty fast, and I'll film the whole build. So if that sounds like something you're going to be interested in, and I'll also do a maiden flight. I've got a interesting colour scheme I want to do with this, because it's a flying wing and the shape of it. I thought it would actually lend itself to a particular Formula 1 team's colour scheme. So I've ordered the film. I'm not going to reveal it just yet, but I've got the film on order, 2 colours, and I've also ordered some special decals, and it's a bit of a retro scheme from back in the 80s and 90s, but I think it's going to look great on this. So that's quite looking forward to doing that. Just bit of fun. Yeah, so if you hopefully going to enjoy following along with this, and as I said at the start, if you haven't subscribed, then I'd really appreciate having you on board. So hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, that helps me out as well. If you've got any comments, stick them in the comments box, and I'll always get back to people. And of course, as I said as well, I really appreciate all those people that have already subscribed to my channel, and it's great having you along. And yeah, we'll get stuck into the build, and I'll see you soon for the next one.